What's up everyone, and welcome to your Monday's edition of Reptile News. And today we're going to start off in Virginia, and I'm sure you know what we're going to be talking about. The two-headed copperhead that was found out in the wild. God, try to say that fast. Two-headed copperhead. Two-headed copperhead. Wow. Okay. Anyway, this is, I mean, what can be said that hasn't already been said? This is an amazing find. A two-headed snake is so rare to find in the wild. I mean, those of us, some of you guys have done it a lot longer than me, a lot more often in much higher numbers, but those of us that have bred snakes in captivity know how rare it is to get a two-headed snake in captivity. But to find one in the wild that survived, and it is a young copperhead, so I'm not 100% sure how old it is, but generally speaking, when you have a two-headed snake, the heads fight with each other over food, and as this article suggests, they also fight with each other over which direction they want to go. And if they have to attack in a predatory situation, chances are they're going to get eaten because they just can't decide what they're going to do. So anyway, guys, it's just amazing, this two-headed copperhead found in Virginia, and I really hope it's in wildlife officials' hands right now, and they say that if it does survive, that it's going to go to an educational facility somewhere. And now we're going to move on to Florida, where we're dealing with another rarity today, if you will, where an American alligator was found out in salt water in the ocean. Now, if you're unfamiliar with alligator habits, and I'm by no means an expert, I know very, very little of it, but I do know that they prefer to stay away, and they can't survive in salt water for an extended period of time. And I mean, to see them in brackish water, maybe, but generally speaking, fresh water, inland rivers, ponds, marshes, swamps, that sort of thing. But this one was found by a tour guide, much less on a jet ski tour, in just flat salt water. And even he says in the 11 years in the business, is the first time he's ever seen something like this. So again, another amazing rarity coming out of Florida. Rarely do we get amazing rarities coming out of Florida. Usually it's some stupid crime thing or something, but whatever. And now let's move on to Mississippi, where something's always happening in Mississippi, most specifically the Waffle House. And I am so, I just, when I first saw this, I thought, how stupid is this? But then I watched the video and I read the article, and I thought, wow, I just can't. What had happened? A man had brought his pet snake. It looks to me to be like a ball python, maybe. I didn't really attempt to ID it, but this was caught on cell phone video, which has gone viral and has just under 70,000 views at the time of this recording, at least. But this man brought his pet snake into the Waffle House, where he was confronted by, the writer of this article says, 2 police officers. You know, an argument back and forth laced with profanity ensued after that, at which point in time one of the officers took his gun out and chambered around in it, and I just... That's where I have a problem with this, because was the situation a little tense? Were they trying to get rid of him? Did he not want to leave? Yeah, but when the guy, and you're going to have to watch the video to understand what I'm talking about, when there was a challenge by the suspect, I don't remember what exactly was said, but it was something to the effect of, go ahead and remove me, or try it, or something like that. And the officer pulls his weapon out and chambers around in it, at which time people start running away, and this guy gets even madder, telling him to shoot him. That's where I kind of draw the line. And I don't know if these were, I mean, to me in the video they look like security officers, even though the video says they're police officers. But either way, I'm not going to say somebody should be fired. I'm not going to say somebody should go to jail. I am going to say that somebody should be coached, or to some extent. It just amazed me that this officer drawing his weapon against a very out of shape, albeit big, guy with a snake, it was not for the defense of the officer. There was no defense going on. This was an intimidation tactic, 100%. But to draw the weapon in intimidation and then chamber around in front of all of those people, that was just over the line. I don't know what else to say about that. But that, my friends, is going to be all your news for this Monday. If you'd like to read any more about these stories, those links are right down below here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other, and we'll see you Wednesday.